analysis of 69/2019 by Stream. In this, the first article is related to international relation and economic development that Saudi to tap oil reserves attack on plants. See, the day before yesterday, the Saudi plant Aramco refinery has been attacked by the terrorists, and this has a global impact that 6% of the global crude oil supplies may get a hit. But Saudi has taken over this with an underground storage facility that has already been built by the country, and they have a reserves of 10 million barrels of crude oil that were already stocked piled up. See, with relation to Saudi and this attack, what the relation between India and Saudi is that India is the third largest importer of crude oil around the globe. But in accordance with the Saudi, Saudi is the second topmost importer of crude oil to India. So India imports maximum of $111.9 billion of crude oil in the financial year of 17-18 from Saudi. See, this terrorist attack is going to have a minor impact on the Indian economy, because if there is a reduction in the supply of the petroleum products, the petroleum products rate is going to rise, and this will have a adverse effect on the Indian economy, because the running of the all the vehicles is mostly depend on the fossil fuels, and Saudi is the second importer of India. Hence, there will be a economic downfall in the crude oil if is reduced. Then, in accordance with the terrorist attack, US claims that US is giving Iran as need to take the responsibility, because they claiming that Iran along with a terrorist group is responsible for this terrorist attack. But Iran is strictly forbidding that there is no Iranian intervention in this, and the United States missiles and troops are near to the refinery and we are not. Like that, Iran is claiming. So the effect on India is that if the crude oil has been reduced or the production has been reduced substantially, the price is going to rise, and this will have an impact on the Indian economy. Let's move up to the next article. Next article is related to GS Paper 1 Society. See, this article is related about the Gooseberry Candy's rescue Assam's nutrition drive. See, nearly 47.2% of the women of the reproductive age in Hailakandi of Assam district has a very deficiency in the iron, that is anemia. They were mostly affected by anemia. To rectify this, we need to give them a folic acid supplements in the form of as tablets. But most of the cases in the Assam district, what they are saying is that these tablets were not suitable for them, and they stopped taking this tablet at the middle of the treatment. More problematic for the government to give these supplements. So for this, the government has came to an alternative of giving a gooseberry candy, which is made up of gooseberry and amla, and it is mixed with the gur and jaggery. See, gooseberry and amla is rich in vitamin C and antibiotics, while at the same time jaggery is rich in iron. So there is no need for this folic acid supplements. So this gooseberry candies will be able to take over this folic acid tablets, and this is also a cost effective measures in terms of economy. Hence, this is one of the good initiative taken by the local government, and nearly 30% overall 30% of the Assam people were affected by anemia. Relating to this, there is a government scheme which center is the Anemia Mukt Bharat. See, this scheme is all about is reducing the anemia each year by 3%. By annually, 3% of the anemic people need to be reduced in the overall country is the aim of the Anemia Mukt Bharat. This comes under the Poshan Abhiyan of the central government scheme, and the main objectives of this is providing the folic acid supplements to the people and also deworming the people and also making behavioral changes in the public. For example, getting folic acid content in the public sectors, that is public schools, like that the supplements need to be initiated and the awareness of the behavioral changes of intake of the folic acid to reduce the anemia. Next is the testing in the sense using digitalized form of methods to test how much iron content that is prevalent in the blood of the local people. Next, the important thing about this scheme is that mandate folic acid supplement in the public health programs. For example, in the midday meal scheme, the midday meals will be given along with the folic acid supplements. Like this Anemia Mukt Bharat is trying to reduce the anemia 3% by every year. And this also aims in the reduction of the diseases that has the potential capacity to reduce the hemoglobin level in the blood, such as the malaria and hemoglobopanthosis. Hemoglobopanthosis means it's a collection of blood related disease that has the capability to alter the hemoglobin shape or else the destruction of anemia. See, the next article is about the environment. See, the vulture culture, how the bird was saved from extinction. The vulture has been placed in the red list by the IUCN as critically endangered. This is due to because of the drug dichlorofenac. This dichlorofenac has nearly wiped out 99% of the vultures from the wild because of certain chemical changes that is happening when they eat the carcass of the cattle. What carcass of cattle? The carcass is the dead body of the cattle. The dead body, when left in the deserts or something, when they eat them, the dichlorofenac enters into the vultures and they get died. So let's move on what this article is related about. This article says that slender-billed vultures that is rescued in the Colorado National Park of Rajasthan has sent to Pinnor, Haryana to the 9 of the vulture conservation and breeding centers that is present all over India. What this vulture conservation and breeding centers do? This vulture conservation and breeding centers will treat the infected or damaged vultures and breed the vultures and produce new young ones. Nearly 700 of the vultures have been under the VCBC and they had breeded nearly three species. What are they? White-backed, long-billed and slender-billed vultures. And this vulture conservation and breeding centers breed and develop the vultures until they mature and they set them in wild. After 40 days, the vultures that have been fully matured has the self-resistant to find their own food and just flit with the other vultures. See, this vulture conservation and breeding centers also put platform transmitting terminals in the vulture conservation and breeding center vultures so that they can track where the vultures are going, whether they are safe or not. Let's move up to the next article. The next article is from the editorial, which is the related to the environment development. See, the union government under the finance ministry has releasing so many new schemes to boost up the economy. This article is related to about what this article says is that confining with the foreign investments such as the foreign direct investments and the automatic route for the single brand retailers and so on, and also the merger of the banks and the tax relation on the exports and the financial inclusion of the housing sectors, nearly about 10,000 crores and 50,000 crores for the export is not sufficient and is just a financial relief, and the government is just relying on the financial relief, but this is not enough. And There will be only economic development only when there is a structural reforms has been formed by the government of India. That's what this article is saying about. Let's move up to the next article. The next article is about the governance. See, this article is about the effort work emulation. This article is about the new public portal that has been opened by the Rajasthan government as under the name Jan Suchan portal. This Jal Suchan portal is comes under the RTI Act of 2019 that is amended the RTI Act of 2015. See, this portal will helps the RTI filing more reasonable and more accountable. See, this portal will helps you file the required RTI documents in the online itself and the payments will be done through online. There is no need for the physical attention of your presence. Hence, this portal is one of the e-governance that has been provided by the government of India. See, the Rajasthan government has now implemented it for the 13 departments. This department not only encloses their structure but also what the functions and what the finance that they are provided and how they are utilizing them. So this portal is one of the key initiative of RTI for the citizens of India. Most of the central government ministries are following a dashboard method of websites. That is, their information completely will be relied on the dashboard. When you go to their website, the dashboard itself says complete information about them. Like that, all the ministries under the state can also follow this. This what this article is suggesting. And there is also a need for the education for the citizens to know about this portal and better utilization and use of this portal. That's what this article is insisting about. The main thing is that this article insisting that the Rajasthan government has implemented this and the other states also, if implemented, it would be a better scheme. That's what the article is all about. Let's take up some of the practice questions. Which of the following vulture species is characterized as critically endangered by IUCN Red List? The answer for this is all the above because all these three vultures have been set under the red list of the IUCN. Let's move up to the next question. Who's the leading producer of jaggery? The jaggery producer, the answer for this is India. India is producing nearly 60% of the world's jaggery production. Like this video, put a thumbs button and also give your comments about your doubts and your reviews in the comment section below and share this video those who need this video and subscribe stream for more updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.